Greetings. This is Polly of the Spooky Polly. I want to talk to you today about a very complex subject. Who's indeed I'm not sure how this is going to finalize. It's the AI revolution we're in. It's going so fast. Anything two-dimensional, the machine can do better than man. In the 1997, the world chess master, the Russian world chess master, played the machine, the computer, the AI, deep you want. They say, well, that's because chess has so many pieces, and machine, it can think like that, sure. But poker, it has cards you cannot see, and bluffs and things like that, it'd be a lot tougher. And it was at first, but a machine could do that too now. They can go in a poker tournament, and they're going to win. So the idea that somehow the way we think is superior to theirs just factually isn't true. These humans and machine are two different things. A human, his energy source is organic. Food from the ground, animals. That's how we can go like that. And it's easily replenishable. Machine, however, is an external source, electricity or something like that. And that may not be as easy. And that could be the one thing that slows this down. But the first phase of the machine was the factory, the machines that make cars in Detroit, bottle any liquid, basically does anything hardcore like that, any physical matter like that, any three-dimensional elements like that, it can mass produce and do it quickly. That's had effect. It's put a lot of people out of work. And when you go to work, this is the issue here. When you go to work like this, you lose your position in society. Yes, you may find a job elsewhere, but more than likely it's going to pay you the living wage. Just that China can get away with this because they have slave labor. Here in the West, we don't. We have we have unions, we have ways in which we have good salaries, benefits. Well, the bosses, say, well, this is expensive. So they put in machines and got rid of a lot of people that make cars and other things. That revolution is over. These people have lost their jobs. They may have found jobs that are just as good, but more than likely they didn't. Now comes the second revolution. Anything two-dimensional. Machine's going to win. It isn't just numbers machine's good at, because letters are just numbers, a different type of number. Pixels are just a different type of number. We see how the AI art. Oh, AI art didn't look all that good at first. You could tell that it's AI art. Now you're not so sure now. I go on Pinterest, and now I'm looking at these. I'm saying, is this AI art? I'm not sure. I'm looking at some clothes there, and I see these models. She's too perfect. Yes, that's AI. The dress was probably made in AI too, but that's not the dress. And I look at this, I'm saying, this is the future. You go on a ChatGPT and just put a picture in there, and it writes its own story. You can go in there and mention subjects there, and it'll give you detailed account of detailed stories. It can answer almost any question. And just think about this. This revolution is ongoing. It's not over yet. But mankind is losing badly to it. Some will benefit, but many won't. Lawyers, for instance, the clever ones. Although they may need that right now to actually appear in trial there and state the case, but what about the researchers? You can have a hardware program there that has a list of all the laws, and you can state your case in writing, and it'll give you how to proceed. But the writs to have. It does all the chess work. It's done by the machine. The warrior is done by an actor. He just reads the lines. Writers? Sure, at the top end, it can't do Dostoevsky, but it will. It's just a matter of time. They couldn't beat chess grandmasters at first, but AI ultimately will be able to write literature you cannot tell but it's done by a machine and say, well, this is very good. Now, there's so many things that this can affect. Just think. Is your job dependent on this? Do you do two-dimensional stuff? Engineers, for instance, architects. A lot of these people there won't be needed in the future. The jobs will be taken over. People that will formerly middle class will find themselves dispossessed and out there with the others there. That when you lose your position in society, it's difficult to get a job now and get it back. To the few that benefit from this, and there'll be millions that benefit from it, that many more millions that won't. You can have, well, let's talk about the third phase. I said there are 3 phases here. The first phase cleaned out the factory floors. The second one is going to clean out a lot of creative positions. And the third one will be augmented humans. That's coming. Sure, it's infancy now, but we know they'll be able to do it in the end there. And, well, how many of us are going to be dispossessed then? Again, that'll benefit some. You have perfect humans there to do all your kinds of things there that slaves used to do. I mean, they look a little better than slaves. Bosses have always been like that. They've always had slaves and serfs to do their work. Now, they have machines to do it. The only thing man has going for it, as I mentioned earlier, he's an organic creature, and the fuel that he needs is easily replenishable. Food on the ground, animals, he can keep going like this. Yeah, he wears out, but machines probably wear out too, And machine work can take electricity, it takes other things that in the end may not make it viable. But probably not. Probably the future is there could be a lot less human in the world. The bosses finally say, we're paid for hundreds of millions of people to be on welfare. We give them all kinds of drugs to sedate them. What else? We need to, and by the way, when that happens, the birth rate's going to plummet without anything that the bosses do, because if you can't afford a home, a family, you're unlikely to get married. I mean, you can watch porn for men or women online now there, and that could satisfy a certain need for it. If you say, well, Americans aren't getting married, well, that's not going to change any, and those rates will plummet. Ultimately, when they get the augmented human, the robot, it looks perfect. It's programmed to small. There is a limitation to two-dimensional AI thinking. It cannot understand the backside of an object. Their relationship to the physical world is done by words. So it may see the end beginning of a sign on a road there, but won't know what's behind it. Once you have the first phase, the robot, he'll know what's on the other side of it. He'll actually be in the physical world, and that will complete their education. You see like the anime or the manga where, Ghost in the Shell, for instance, they plug a wire into their necks, and then they plug it into a source, like we do now with the iPhones here, and they get the juice and the updates. You can see that coming before you know how it works. Well, when that happens, It now has all the information it needs. It knows what's behind the sign. And it sees those below them, and it sees those above them. Are they? Do we need them? That'll be the question. Fortunately, we've been hoping we're all dead by then. Okay. I'm not trying to be a pessimist here. I mean, it could be that we couldn't be a happy medium between the machine and us. I doubt it. I mean, it ended so many careers in its first phase. It's ending so many careers in the second phase. Who else now? When the third phase comes, and it will come. Well, maybe 6 billion people is too many on the planet. Maybe 100 million's about right. Populations are going to start falling. But those that can afford it will have a better life. Now, for instance, if you have a computer, and only a TV, a computer, you're already enjoying the benefits of AI. And the bar's going to get higher. So, get a good computer, get a good graphics card, toss money there. At least you'll be able to keep pace for a while. Okay. This is Polly saying goodbye. Oh, if you like this, dislike and subscribe. And if you have some ideas on the subject, put it in the comment section. Okay. For see you again, Polly saying goodbye.